Hi everyone, my name is Erez and today I'm going to talk with you about, we're going to have a short session about jumping. Okay. So, if you just want to go for the training, you should go for like 6-7 minutes. Otherwise, please listen to what I have to say before we start, okay? Because it is very important, I think. I started dancing about 30 years ago, and when I started dancing, I was amazed, like everyone else, from the high lifts and jump of the dancers, as well as I was disappointed from my own disability to jump. Actually, that really fucked up my dance career, but this was my fault, okay, and not the jump's fault. So what I wanted to do today is basically I'm going to give you basic ideas about or thoughts about jumping, lift off, élevé, okay, in ballet, and so you can practice better and be less frustrated about it. We're not going to discuss today or train today special jumps of ballet, just how to jump properly and keep healthy. So, first of all, I must say that if you have some problems, physical problems preventing you from jumping or it's painful, don't do that, okay? Otherwise, jumping, and I'm speaking from my own experience as a therapist for about more than 20-30 years, there is no wrong and there is no damage that happens to the body if we jump. Actually, also if we jump quite a lot. Maybe only to dancers who jump on cement floor every day. Okay, maybe. But the rest of you can really practice safely on a regular, normal floor. Okay, so don't panic, like the hitchhiker said. So, what can I say to you about jumping? As I said, I had no one to teach me how to jump, and it took me really many years to gather information from all kinds of places. If you want to hear a really stupid story, funny stupid, I was so frustrated and I had so much lack of knowledge that I actually got and bought the same shoes that a famous choreographer, Mr. Itzi Galili, which has, I think, one of the most amazing jumps in the world, or had actually. So I was so amazed when he worked with me. I had the privilege to work with him. So when he worked, it was such an amazing scene to see his sudden time in the air. I cannot even call it a jump. In my stupidity, I just got and bought the same shoes that he had, thinking that this was the reason why he jumped so well. So actually, good jumping is built up from several things. Some of it is what is the condition of your muscles, like what muscle mass do you have? Second thing is to know what you're doing. Okay, I found out that the more I knew a jump, I got higher in it. Another thing is your body weight. Actually, it is easier for tiny people to jump higher, although they have less body mass or muscle mass to do that. It concerns also a lot of coordination. Yeah, coordination is very, very important to do. One of the things you shouldn't do in jumping, and that's last thing before we go on, is do not copy a jump when you jump. Meaning that if you're not really sure about what is the rhythm and how you're going to jump, don't try to copy it on the moment with someone else, like one-on-one, because it is very dangerous. Your body should not fit right, especially for the landing, okay? But also, your body will not learn the coordination, okay? So this is a very, very important thing. Do not go up in the air if you're not sure how you're gonna land. It sounds stupid, but it doesn't. And I've seen a lot of injuries happening from that lack of little knowledge in the body. Okay, so should we start? Like, what do I need for good jumping? So, first of all, I can say to you that there's a lot about coordination. The more my body is coordinated in a little fracture of seconds of knowing in the body what to stretch, what to release, this is a good reason why we can improve the jump. Second thing is the body mass. How much do I weigh? Actually, it is easier for tiny people to jump higher, even if they have less mass or strength in the muscles. So body weight is considered. Another thing is how much muscles do you have, like the mass of the muscle itself. You can see it very good with the power lifters, okay? When they jump in the air, it's really, really high. Another very important thing is understanding how different muscles work with different persons, okay? Like a person that have this thing with immediate force, like the white matter of the muscle that enable us for sudden burst of forces. Those people can jump higher than people with more stamina, maybe, but with blood, with red cells for the muscles, or whatever you call that. Another thing is practice, of course, which again goes to coordination. I also find out that since coordination is so important, you might have difficulty to lift in one kind of jump and then be really able in another one. Another thing is that other things also concern, like how much strength do you have with your hands, how much flexibility. For some of the jumps, if you're not flexible, that makes the jumps very, very difficult. So actually think about that many factors are involved in the question, how can I lift better? But we should practice first, right? So let's just go and do that. Let's just begin the jumps by warm-up, obviously, okay? So let's just do a little bit of bouncing here. And again, if you want to check out what I said about coordination in jump, you can try and jump on a trampoline and see how little jump you can get from that when you step on the floor. And this is a good example how fast the body generates and how important is the coordination, because your body hasn't changed. It's just the coordination for the jump was lost for a second with the trampoline. So we warm that up. Let's take one foot, circle it. Of course, we do need to warm up before we jump, okay? But I'll guide you through, no problem about that. Let's go for the second leg. We're not going to use music. I know it's a bit frustrating. It's not so cool, but it's really much more healthy. You'll see why, okay? So let's begin with little hops, okay? As you see, I'm not trying to go high. I'm just trying to push the floor and let the floor push me. So if you're practicing on grass, it's going to be very frustrating to do that, although you're going to have a little less shock in your body. But as I said, shocking, like giving this hit to the floor, is basically, it's not unhealthy. So let's go. Just open. Of course, you can really skip a rope. It's okay. It's the same thing. And again, let's relax the body, have nice circles. Okay? Again, if you feel any kind of pain, just don't do that or don't do it all. Let's go to the other side. And so. So, just try to have a nice feeling of easy lift, not about point, not about turn up, very easy. And you can play with it. Okay, good. Shake your legs a little bit. Let's go for a little bit of a stretch. So, left leg front, back leg, stretch nicely. First I'm gonna kneel like that, bounce a little bit, try to stretch the Achilles tendon. And then the other leg. Good. Now let's take a little bit of frog session. Okay, here it's a very important posture, also for your lower back, and it's good preparation for the jumps as well. And finally, let's try to stretch up the your butt. Stay down, stretch your hamstrings for a while. And let's rise up. So, first let's just do 8 big jumps, okay? Just parallel, okay? So just go with me. 5, 6, 7, 8, go. Up, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay. What do we have to think about when we jump? So, let's put it into a couple of points. So first of all, what I wanted to try to do is, when you jump, don't get a habit of using the back. So let's just try to jump with a very vertical back. Again, we're gonna have like 8 jumps. 5, 6, 7, 8, go. Up and 2, and 7, 8. Okay? Really try to feel that someone is holding you in your nape and pulling you from the nape. So let's just do 8 of those, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, go. Up and 2, and 6, and 8. Okay, now let's talk about jumping. What really happens in the body? If you look at a cat, you see it really, really good. No jump can begin and end if you don't bend your knees, okay? And you have to be relaxed when you do that. It is very, very, very important. So let's just practice relaxing. How do I relax? I relax my muscles, I go down, and then just stretch them again. I just want you to feel that you are relaxed in your joints, in your ankle, in your knee, in your hip joints, and stretch. So basically, this is the main engine that is gonna lift you up. Okay, just feel that motion, very easy. Now let's try to do it faster. But again, try to relax when you go down, and try to imagine that you are actually a spring, because that's true. Your muscles are working very much like springs, okay? Not exactly, but very much. So, okay? So basically that's what is going to happen. So let's take another 8 jumps. Just concentrate on my legs being a spring that is released, and then suddenly it bursts out and it flexes the muscles and it lifts me up, okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. Now let's go for another engine that we have. We said the nape, we said the back, we said all the joints in the legs and of course the muscles. Let's talk about belly, about your abs. We're gonna have 8 jumps now that you're only going to jump from your abs, like concentrate in your abs if they are flexing and lifting you up. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, go! 8, 2, 8, 3, 8, 4, 8, 5, 8, 6, 7, 8. Okay? The point is that you really have to think about all those things at each jump you do, and it doesn't matter if it's modern or classical ballet. It is amazing how things go together, right? So this is the basic. Now, let's do another interesting exercise. Try to relax the muscles slowly and do one jump, only one jump, as high as you can. 6, 7, 8, up. It's difficult, eh? But it really gives you a good concentration. Again, relax, release, up. And again, relax, release, up. Okay, doesn't feel good, but it is a good practice. So let's try to do that one, okay? You don't have to release so low now because it's really difficult to jump from there. I just want you to have a little bit of relaxation in your ankles, and then stretch your legs, keep them stretched, and then just make this release and spring up on your own time, the fastest way you can do it. Faster you go, higher you lift. So ready? Concentrate. 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay? Again. 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay. We're going to keep all those points, and again just practice 8 big jumps. Every time you push the floor, you bounce up again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 8, 2, 8, 3, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax your legs. This is also really the reason why I don't want you to use music, because the music has a rhythm. Sometimes you can jump higher than the music said, sometimes less. So actually good work on jump should be without the music. Use the music for performance, that's different, or a good class, okay? What I want you to do now is really to give you some time to do those single jumps, those annoying jumps. Don't do it with me, just really try to relax in your body. You can even avoid looking at me, and I'm just going to give it about four times the time that I use. You can wait or just keep on practicing. You okay? Okay. A lot about practice, practice, practice. So 8 jumps in parallel, then we're going to move to 8 jumps continuously on first position. Ready? Just put your hands on to the side, like that. Second position. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 8, 2, 8, 3, 8, 4, 8, 6, 7, turn out. 8, 1, 8, 2, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you feel the difference? Okay? Most of the people are not good at all the jumps in the world, not even Itzik Galili. And some of them know better some of the jumps in the very on their body structure or the condition they are in, okay? For example, I have an injury here in my pelvis, so jumping in first position is a bit painful for me at the moment. In ballet and dance, we pay a special attention of using the foot in the jumps. Is to have this part when I'm using the ball of my foot and then even jump from my toes, okay? So if I stand up, it looks like that, okay? If I take one leg, I stretch the leg and then my foot keeps on working, lifting me. When I go down, I'm first meeting the floor with the edge of my toes, then releasing them, then go down. Okay? And let's go first position, okay? Nice turned out legs and use your toes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go up and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. I'm gonna revise that, okay? Relaxing and flexing suddenly. Relaxing the joint, okay? Using your abs, using your nape, using your toes, okay? Try to spring from the floor. Let's go. 8 jumps on parallel. 8 on first. 8 on parallel. 8 on first. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 8. First 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and we go. Go up and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First 1 and 2 and 4, 5, 7, 8. Good. Hope you enjoyed. This was only the first session. So go practice. Let's do it again tomorrow, every day, and then we can go on to complicated footwork and leg work in the jumps.